Yeah, this team is actually ideally really good, except for Wasteland Maggie, because I don't really like Wasteland Maggie's current status in the game. But if it was regular Maggie, this would be like, I'd say probably one of the better counter comps to Wraith. Excuse me. Oh, I am so sorry. I had 5 hours of sleep pretty much consistently all week. Okay, so hunters should have an idea. They startle birds, so they should know. And again, these are those big, large rocks I talked about if you were here earlier. I've already got someone to say thank you, and it's Casper. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Casper, and I'm glad that my videos and tutelage are helping. That's what I want. Like, to me, I feel that video games are only as good as the community, and if the community can get better, then that means the games get better, and that means the environment gets better, in which case everyone has a much better time playing. You know, building a better gaming community. Ugh.
That fan does a lot of work.
It does a lot of work. I don't know why, but that spot seems to be perfect for it, as long as that door's open. Well, yes, but you were saying put the fan in the room.
Okay, I agree. I said put it in the room first, but then I said why don't you put it in the hallway?
Honestly, I don't remember that, so I don't know if I was just too tired or what. But no,
honestly, you seem to be forgetting everything that comes out of my mouth.
It's true.
Including some little people.
Okay, so split. Trapper support going left, assault going left as well, medic going right. Does stop the evolve. This should be a dome. Dome. No.
That's not why I love you.
I do. Ooh, is it cold already?
No.
Okay.
That's one.
Oh, is that the one from the bedroom?
Yeah. I'm just too late to bring any upstairs. So does that mean? Well, I guess when I eventually find Code Red on sale when I look, I'll on here.
Eventually, we'll see.
Or do you want to just keep splitting Diet Pepsis?
No, I'd rather have Code Red than Diet Pepsi, but I don't think Code Red goes on sale any idea what we're putting next week?
No, your decision. You're taking me out.
I'm taking you out, huh?
Yep.
Okay. What time are we going?
My family is here at 4:45.
Oh, that works actually pretty well. So if we go at 5, that means I can come back at about 6:30, hang out with you a little bit more. I mean, I can still do a tiny bit more streaming afterwards tonight. I think I know where I want to go.
As soon as Aiden goes down to bed, we can go back to streaming. Just remember, you're watching him tonight because my mom, my grandma, and I are leaving with Leon.
I can still stream with him in here.
That's fine, you can stream with him in here. I don't care, but you need to watch him.
I will watch him.
And make sure he doesn't make a disaster zone out of our living room.
I will watch him. A-okay, sir. I need to pay attention. You're messing up my coaching. I'm sorry. Assault has half health.
You're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
You are.
Looks like his personal shield wore off. I apologize, everyone. My streams are going to be more consistent because I have an office now. So it's going to be Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is what I'm thinking my streams are going to be. Oh, medic. Medic got down. One thing you have to be really careful of Wraith. Wraith is similar to Gorgon in that they can burst down somebody pretty quickly. But the biggest thing is you don't want to be pinned up against a corner. You want to have room to maneuver. Ooh, that harpoon. Stopped and abduct. And so the main abilities you want to avoid while fighting a wraith is Warp Blast and Abduct. Warp Blast is arguably a lot easier to dodge than Abduct because a good Abduct will go through... Oh, Devils! Devils just ate a Warp Blast to the face. A quarter of a bar of energy for 2 strikes, 1 trap for 1 medic. Not terrible, and I apologize. I was talking to my wife that I did not get to see the beginning of that engagement. So there you go. Tart, it's most likely a hack. Yeah, there's most likely there's a hack going around where the monster can lose instantly. Time to hide the wife and then no. My wife and I, we have a great relationship. I legitimately think we've only had like 2 or 3 actual arguments in our entire marriage that I would actually consider arguments. And not just like playful banter or riffs or whatever. Oh, and there you go. See, and that's exactly what you don't want to be. You do not want to be in a corner on the ground with a wraith. Because she can do that. Most of Wraith's damage is in fact her melee, or decoy smashing up against melee. Warp Blast is good and everything, but a lot of, like, you won't be able to get downs with Wraith unless you're using a lot of melee damage. Hey, I didn't use the other one.
That other one, huh?
What? I don't know.
There's the French kiss reference. I saw this and thought of you.
I'm glad that I offend you, Cobalt. I sit here with your tears. Nom nom nom. And yes, I know you're being sarcastic. But nom nom tears. Hey, Chris. By the way, Cobalt says that we discuss them because of how awesome we are as a family.
Discuss them?
He's being sarcastic. He's like, oh, your family's so disgusting, how much you love each other, and your kids are awful.
It's true, our kids are awful. They just love us so much.
I bet she kisses you on the cheek. She does! After I take my suitcase and go out the door for work.
What are we in the 1940s?
Yes.
I get smooched every morning.
It's true. I do smooch you. All the time.
You're giving me that look of I want to smooch you right now, huh?
Oh, we are schmoopy. I know. I think I know where I want to take you then.
Where?
I'm going to keep it a surprise.
Good for you. Let's see how long you can hold out.
Okay, mostly I just need to Google and actually find a place. Because all of our usual... Ooh, maybe we should do Wingers again.
I was thinking about that the other night, too.
Because that way it's not... Because that's not super expensive because we're going to go to Black Sheep Cafe.
Problem is their prices are expensive. But we drink.
Water is fine.
Drink.
Water is agua.
Drink.
You're fine. The decoy abduct combo does not work anymore because you cannot abduct through your decoy anymore. Decoy does not shed the trank off, by the way. It still stays tranked.
By the way, I did do
That's fine. By the way, all of my followers say hi. That's just hi.
I heard.
You talk to them real quick for a minute if you want. Yes, you are. It's called a ring.
Yes, but we all know I said yes to that one.
Hey, I managed to hoodwink you.
I said yes to my Dominator.
What's our safe word? Apples? Apples is our safe word? That's a terrible safe word.
I said that joke to the movers when we were moving.
Uh-huh.
I told them, yeah, our safe words are filler and loose items.
Oh, that does make a lot of sense with our move. That's funny.
What, honey?
Okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry. This has been a very... but moral of the story is, against Wraith, avoid Wraith Blast. Warp... Hi, Aiden. You're still a little naked. I do not want to lose my account because my child is naked.
Fair enough. There's a lot of... Not that I'm calling anyone in the herd child molesters
well, no,
or pedophiles.
but I mean, that would be considered child pornography if it was on a webcam.
Especially when he goes...
Okay, so 10 seconds. Ooh, personal shield, no. Oh, Warp Blast. So yeah, so pretty close actually. The health on the Wraith looks pretty well. The big... GG. Did the monster get him? Yes.
Yay, we did it.
GG.
GG.
So yeah, really good. The biggest thing is just knowing how to fight against a Wraith. So the biggest thing from Wraith is most of the damage usually comes from melee. If the Wraith can't melee people, it's usually hard to pin people down. And so because of that, you really want to be careful not to ever put your back into a wall or worse, a corner, because then the Wraith and or decoy will make short work of you very, very, very quickly. The big skills to avoid are Warp Blast and Abduct. Warp Blast is arguably a lot easier to avoid than Abduct, because most abducts are usually done either point blank when the jetpack or when someone jetpacks far away, so that you pull them back, or they're up in the sky, and so it's usually a little bit harder to avoid that than not. And Supernova is just kind of it's not really a good skill right now, but you really just need to be careful. Best way to actually avoid is treat it like a Meteor Goliath, but not going from high ground to high ground, but going from up to down. So if you keep on going up and down, roaching, Wraiths have a very hard time because all they can do is abduct to pull you off, in which case you can just jetpack and then try and dodge it, or Warp Blast. But if those are the only two forms of damage, they're not going to be able to, like, if you have good healing and good support, they won't be able to go ahead and finish you off over the thing. So yeah, really good job overall. Pretty close because the Wraith has pretty low health, and if it was a couple more seconds and everyone else got dropped out, it would be interesting to see where it went.
Why don't you put your Chromebook over by where your temple recommend is?
Because I don't know. I don't like it over here.
Why?
I don't know. Here you go, Aiden. Have a potato cereal thing.
Sweet potato.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pause for a moment.
Sweet potato fries.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Let me go back to the chat and see if we have some more new